Hello, welcome back to the Wrestling Newsroom. I'm your host, All Things Wrestling, and today we're going to be looking at all the wrestling news from Saturday. We start with a very controversial story. How far is a heel character to go? I'm just going to quickly show you this clip here. As you just saw, a heel wrestler spat on a child. That, in my opinion, is way too far for a heel character to go. Yes, I get it when you mock them and all that kind of stuff, but to physically spit, especially on a child, is ridiculous. I don't know where this event took place. All I know is I believe it is America. It happened on the 29th of March, so this month. It's just one of the most horrific, disrespectful, ridiculous things I've ever seen. I don't know what to say regarding that wrestler, but I do hope he gets horrifically punished for that, because it's bang out of order, definitely across the line. Okay, let's move on, because that story annoyed me. And then we go to Jim Ross commenting on the criticism he's gotten from his recent New Japan Pro Wrestling commentary work. I read some of the criticisms about my work and the broadcast in general, but essentially people want the diehards who follow New Japan World. They want their team. They want Kevin Kelly and Don Callis to do the show. I don't blame them. I don't even get mad about it. The only thing that gets frustrating is when you've got wrestling fans who've got like 40 followers on Twitter that tell you your career sucks and that you should be dead or not allowed to be on television. That's kind of crude. I think does it really feel necessary for not knowing a certain name of a certain hold? I have a pet peeve about that deal, to be honest with you. A body slam is a goddamn body slam. You can give it 18 different names to sell t-shirts, that's fine, I don't care. But to me, it's a body slam. We find ourselves talking about this variation or that variation and worrying about not pissing off the talent because we didn't give their whole a name or use the name they used in their niche marketing. I found it almost embarrassing, to be quite frank about it. I enjoy the show, I enjoy working with New Japan, I love working with the guys who produce AXS TV. I can agree with you on this, Jim. Everything has like 900 different names now. We should not criticise him too much if he doesn't know the bloody fall-away slam of Joe Hendry as the freak of nature. I'm just using that as an example there. But yeah, I get what he means. I think your commentary works fantastic, Jim. And then, according to Dave Meltzer, Ric Flair is having surgery on July 9th in order to remove his colostomy bag. He's been using the bag since his serious health problems last year. The surgery is considered to be significant, but Flair cannot do the physical training he wants to unless the procedure is done. Fair enough. Best of luck, Rick. And then we have some updated news about Hulk Hogan. WWE issued the following statement regarding the Hulk Hogan possibly returning. Hulk Hogan is an important part of the Andre the Giant history. However, his appearance at tonight's HBO premiere of the documentary and his plans to help others learn from his mistakes does not mean WWE is rehiring him. Hogan is not scheduled to be any upcoming WWE events. Speaking of that, he talked to TMZ and responded to Mark Henry's recent comment about Hogan needing to apologise to black wrestlers for using the N-word years ago. He went, "I totally agree with him, but not to black wrestlers, to all wrestlers. What I said was way out of line, and I am forever sorry for that." He also tweeted about the premiere of the Under the Giant HBO documentary. "Glad to be home in N Beach." I don't know what N Beach is. Long Beach? I don't know. I'm not going to debate places in America. "It was an honour to be part of HBO Andre doc. Also, it was great seeing Big Show and Triple H again. I wish them all the best at WrestleMania and will be there in spirit, brother HH." So he's not going to be there, but he has been associated with WWE. So we can hope he'll learn, and then they can grow, and he can finally come back one day. But not as a GM, because that sounds like a very bad idea. And then Rey Mysterio commented on the possible rumours that he could be returning at WrestleMania. Unfortunately, I just suffered a torn bicep 3 weeks ago. Opt not to get surgery. It's a full tear, but I'm just going to kick back, do some therapy for it, and hopefully I'll be ready next month. That was only a couple of days ago, so I don't think he was going to make it to Mania, to be honest. And then Cody Rhodes announced on Twitter that the Bullet Club is getting a logo change. The classic Bullet Club logo is being retired. I will unveil the new logo next week. I cannot wait to see what that is. Speaking of Cody Rhodes, we have a controversial thing going on with him. Don't worry, he's not the one doing the controversial thing. Jake McKay on Twitter says, I can't believe you married a black woman. What would your dad think? And Cody responded with, he would think that you're a walk behind her. He knew Brandy was the best thing that ever happened to me. Straight, simple to the point, shoot down that racist dick's comment. It's 2018. Is there really a need for all this racist crap going on? Personally, I don't get it. We're all human. We all live our life. Minus paedophiles and terrorists. They can go fuck themselves and go and hopefully all jump off a bridge and die together. But yeah. I'm glad Cody Rhodes is professional enough and mature enough to just respond with a whole fuck you to the guy. To be honest, I've met Cody. Lovely man. Brandy looks like an absolutely lovely woman. And yeah, I wish them nothing but the best. And Jake McKay, hopefully you learn from this situation and change your racist ways and actually learn some decent human respect. Then we go to AJ Styles talking about his injury and concern that fans had regarding the news. A little of nothing. It was just one of those. I got hit in the back of the knee. I think it scared more people than it actually scared me. I knew I was going to make it to WrestleMania. There's nothing wrong with me. I mean, it really does bother me because they don't know the extent of it. They all start worrying more than anything, which I appreciate that. But it's just one of those things where you've got to wait to hear the facts and information before you get worked up about something. It is what it is, and we can't stop this from happening, but why don't we hear from the guy who actually has the issue before we jump to conclusions and get worried? Fair point, Cody. AJ, sorry. Still thinking about the last story. Yeah, fair point, AJ. We did all jump to speculation, but to be honest, it's WrestleMania. We can't risk losing AJ Styles. And now I have some really bad and then slightly funny news in the same segment. WWE issued the statement that 2015 Hall of Famer, movie megastar and former Governor of California Arnold Schwarzenegger is reportedly in a stable condition following emergency open heart surgery in Los Angeles. The website reports that Schwarzenegger suffered complications during a catheter valve replacement requiring an open heart procedure that, as reported by TMZ, lasted several hours. It's revealed by Schwarzenegger's spokesperson Daniel Ketchel. This is a funny part, by the way. The action icon's first words after surgery were actually, "I'm back," which is a reference to the Terminator, which is absolutely brilliant. I mean, I'm glad he's in a stable condition. I'm glad he is alright, but the fact that he said "I'm back" is just, it made me laugh when I was at work reading this story. I'm glad you're alright, Arnie. You're not leaving us anytime soon, I hope. And then this week's edition of Impact drew 3,999,000 views on Pop TV. Impact even acknowledged this on Twitter, saying, "The biggest thank you possible to each and every one of you who helped make last night's Impact the most watched episode in 20 months and our second most watched episode on Pop. Good on it. I want TNA to succeed. I know I'm watching it now, but even if I wasn't watching it, I don't want to see wrestling companies bite the dust and die. I really don't want to see anyone suffer. I want every one of them to thrive. So I'm glad that Impact is actually finally thriving. And then Triple H has done an interview with... I was in a conference call for NXT TakeOver New Orleans. Having responsibility for 205 Live. Vince McMahon likes to say that it's his job to keep us busy and he's extremely good at it. It's a creative addition, but it's one that I enjoy and welcome. His role overseeing the show, it's a great team that helps to structure every event, and I'm kind of the final process of that. What's nice about it is being able to give them some direction in the long-term format and letting them create that, and then just kind of guiding them along that creation. With 205 Live, I'm not crossing every T, dotting every I, writing every moment. There's much more of an oversight, as all of these responsibilities much more and more, and as you take on more and more, things grow. You have to be able to take things off your plate and step back. Having the oversight of stuff and not necessarily being the weeds of all of it is helpful. And direction of the show. I'm happy in the direction that 205 Live is going in. I think it's working very well. Viewership is up, fans seem to be enjoying it on social media, and the feedback we're getting on it, they seem to be enjoying it. The reaction is up and it's trending from where it was before. At the same time, NXT is doing well and the viewership is way up and the excitement is way up. I'm happy with all of it, and as long as fans are enjoying it, it's a good thing. Damn straight. And then we go to Dave Meltzer reporting that over the last week, Daniel Bryan has been helping the ticket sales for WrestleMania. WrestleMania has sold a lot of tickets in the last week. They're down to under 1,000, so they're going to sell out for sure. A week ago, it didn't look like they were going to sell out. That's measurably Daniel Bryan right there. And Vader has posted another update after his open heart surgery from Monday. 5 days since my surgery, and it has been some of the worst pain I've ever endured. The hospital staff have been excellent, and my surgeon was fantastic. I am grateful for the life I've had and the opportunity to continue to live. Thank you, Jesus. Well, I'm glad he's on his road to recovery. I'm very happy for you, Vader. And then, just to let you know, Brock Lesnar has had his possible final win in WWE. He beat Braun Strowman and Kane in a live event last night in Boston, Massachusetts. So that could be his final win for WWE. We'll have to wait and see. And then WWE announced that Hillbilly Jim will be inducted by... where is it? Jimmy Hart. Jimmy Hart, the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, will be inducting Hillbilly Jim. And they did acknowledge Hulk Hogan in the announcement, just to mention that. And then WrestleMania, as we should all know by now, is scheduled on the WWE Network to be a 2-hour kickoff show and 5-hour main show. I was expecting a 6-hour main show, which could still happen. But right now, it's slotted for a total hours of 7 hours. It's going to be a long night. And yeah, that's been the Wrestling Newsroom. Sorry I've had to catch up, and sorry for no live stream today, but work has been mental over the last few days. I've literally not had a chance to leave the building since Thursday, really. I mean, I've obviously come home after work because I did stream yesterday, but you know what I mean. So I do apologise about no stream, and we'll be back to our regular scheduled streaming tomorrow. Now, I do hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please give this video a like. Please support me on Patreon and Gawkbox. Links are in the description below. Subscribe to see more content, and I'll catch you later. Bye!